On the surface, Microlimano appears to be a picturesque yachting harbour. But underneath, archaeologists have just discovered the foundations of a monumental network of walls.
We were very surprised by the sheer scale of the harbour fortifications here at Microlimano. You have to imagine that the fortifications are two massive fortified moles that run out and create a gate towards the sea. And it was 10 meters wide in antiquity, and it has been reconstructed to a height of around 15 meters. So it was a massive structure.
These walls were part of a system of fortifications whose size is only now being fully understood. Sponsored by the Department of Underwater Antiquities and the Carlsberg Foundation, Loveen and his team have found ship sheds capable of housing 372 triremes, like this reconstructed one. Packed with oarsmen, they were the fastest and most maneuverable fighting ships of their time. And it is these that stopped the expansion of the Persian Empire in 480 BC at the Battle of Salamis. This is the furthest point in Europe the Persians ever reached. Here, 378 Greek ships defeated an enemy fleet of 1,000, with Athens providing half the Greek force. Had things gone differently in these straits, it is highly unlikely that Athenian democracy would ever have developed, and the history of Europe would have taken a different course. The invasion explains why Athens invested in an 80,000-man navy, yet the walls and ship sheds that housed it almost disappeared because their masonry was recycled into modern buildings. An elderly fisherman helped discover them.
He was pointing at the area that we were diving, and he was saying that when he was a 10-year-old kid, the water was a bit deeper, and there was a column drum sticking out of the water. So as a kid, they used to swim there, climb on top of the column drum, and just throw their fishing poles in the water and fish.
That revealed the exact spot of the ship sheds.
It's almost sure that the warships that fought at Salamis were at some point in the operational lifespan were standing in these ship sheds, and I find that a fascinating thought.
Military technology has moved on since the days of the trireme, but boys are still learning how to sail in these very waters. John Psaropoulos, Al Jazeera, Piraeus.